Hello people, and welcome back to part 25 of Berguzia, the city's Skylines build guide. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Last episode, we worked over on our nuclear compound, which is coming along nicely now, and you guys seem to enjoy it as well. The video had like 12 likes, which is crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed building this. Maybe you built it in your cities as well. I would be pleased to know if you did end up doing that, but that's fine. I think as well, I did actually forget to add in a fire station in here, so I think we're going to go ahead and add that as well. I think it just kind of, adds to the theme that nuclear energy is obviously very volatile, so having its own fire station would make sense. And you probably guessed by the title of today's video, today I wanted to work on kind of a shopping attraction district is what I want to kind of aim for today. So back over in the downtown area, we are here. We built our tram interchange way back when we did the transport hub, like 3 or 4 episodes ago now. And I've gone ahead and just chucked in a couple of little bushes within the roundabouts here. I've moved this road ever so slightly over to the left. It used to be directly in line with the tunnel, so I've just shifted it over. So the tram terminal is right up against the railway bridge here. And then we fixed in the entrance, and then there's now an exit point out to this side as well. There's a little bit of zone in here with some offices around, just kind of bringing in something on this side of the city. And then this tram line rises into a bridge and crosses the 2 main roads, and then comes down here, descends with some rocks in the middle of it. There we go, and then arrives back at this road, which is behind the aquarium and the stadium entertainment centre. So let's go ahead and map out a little bit of a road network here. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to be using some fairly big buildings and a few parks in this build. So I'm thinking I'm going to remove this road entirely and just kind of plan out what I want to happen here. So let's have a look. If we're building from here over to here, that's 4, 6, 20. So half of that would be 2, 3, 10. There, okay, so that's about halfway in between the block, isn't it? So if we bring this, I'm just kind of thinking how I want this area to feel. Let's come straight up here. Again, we're going to stick to that theme of finding a heart and soul of what we want to sit in the middle of this area. So let's have a little look at what we've got. A modern art museum would be a nice thing to have. Opera house maybe. I think the mall would be a very strong shout. However, I also want to use this thing as well, the oppression office. During my kind of off-camera testing, I did actually go ahead and place this over here, which I thought was actually quite nice in the end. Anyway, we'll go with the mall for right now, and then we'll see how it looks. So I'm going to place it roughly in the middle here, and then draw my tram road right up behind it. And then this can be regular road, and then we'll just go ahead and box this in. Let's grab our tram road up to here, and we'll figure out how we're going to turn the trams around in a moment, and then we can just go ahead and spin this guy around. There we go. Okay. How's that looking? Okay, yeah, that's a decent enough theme for right now. Let's kind of work on a tram turnaround, so they have somewhere to actually head back into the tram interchange. We'll grab a one-way tram track here, and then you can turn around. I'm pretty sure that should be okay. but we will wait and see. Okay, so it is watered up. Let's bring some commercial zoning into play here. So we'll have all this here as high density commercial. And then alongside the back here, I kind of want a path to follow the tram tracks up to the main road here. So I'm just going to go regular. And then bring this guy up to here. And then there. And then the same thing on the other side as well. Let's bring it up, leaving a block in between. And then right up to there as well. Lots of little stray rocks in this part of the map, isn't there? Okay, so we got some buildings right on the corner here now. And we can slowly see that kind of real stacked urban downtown feel coming together when we get big corner buildings like this. It's all very, very exciting indeed. Okay, we've got a little car coming in now. Let's go ahead and import our tram line. So this is going to be the first tram line into the downtown area. So this should be quite fun. Let's have this roundabout as the start for this one. So you can start here, and then he's going to head out of the interchange. No, you won't get him to stop there. His first stop can be right by the high school here. And then he can probably just come straight through. If we get him to stop right in front of the mall, and then again here, he can then just come back and mirror his stops, and then join back up with the roundabout there. So we should see, oh well, we won't see because there is no power. Let's see. Let's just hook this guy up as temporarily as possible. And here as well. There we go. Okay. There's a large fire happening on the island. Of course there is. And it's finished emptying as well. The fires in Bergusia are rampant. Let's go ahead and unload these. Anything else that needs sorting out in the city? A few dead people, but the cemetery's back open now, so that should begin to clear up. Okay, and there's some crime happening at the stadium. What are we doing for police coverage? Yeah, you guys should be okay. I think that's just a little blip. Okay. Let's bring this guy down. So. I think I'm going to delete that road there. And then I do want... see how much gap do I want to leave between here. I think that'll be sensible enough. And then this guy can go into there, and that's going to fill out some nice zoning squares for us. And there's a perfect little path here. Just to actually bring a path down. Okay. I wonder if we can actually go ahead and mimic that shape. And again, I guess we won't be able to, will we? Because this road is on the angle. That's fine, not to worry. Alright, so we're going 3 speed and get some of these buildings in. Thinking maybe have a little bit of residential mixed in here as well. Or maybe office and commercial. If we want some residential on this main street, let's go ahead and bring that in. Let's have a block here. Not there. The squares are slightly uneven. And we'll have one right here as well. Okay, so obviously the level 1 buildings look like crap. Well, they will change eventually. Okay, so there are people using the trams right now. People getting on and off the interchanges and then heading out in various directions across into the other transport hub, which is working nicely. Some people heading over there as well. Let's kind of take an example. So he's going home and he resides at the Cedar residence all the way over here. He's, I'm guessing he's going to go ahead and take the metro, which brings him out over here. So transport hub in action there. Very nice to see. Okay. Let's get a little bit of a feel for what's going to go on. I think I want to kind of do decoration first here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring some of the old palms in. Kind of place these I don't know if they're too close together. Yeah, I think they are, aren't they? Let's lower the strength a little bit. And just kind of move our mouse forward. Yeah, okay. So with this area, we are going to be using a couple more unique buildings. Yeah, okay, it's not looking too bad. Let's plan. Oh, not him. Let's plan for a little path that's going to come through here. And then I'll have, let's have a little bit of mix and match zone in here. I'll have an office there. A little bit more high density commercial. And then some more office zone in here as well. Now we do have a fairly awkward open space here, so I'm thinking probably a park. I don't know. I think I'll leave that up to you guys. Let me know what you want in this space here. That's going to reside next to our kind of shopping mall, shopping district, entertainment area. Okay, so I think I'm liking that idea of palms. Let's have a look at some of our other props. Let's have a look at park stuff maybe. So I think I definitely want, again, more repeating patterns here. Bench maybe? I think we could probably do that. Kind of have a bench, followed by a couple of smaller benches either side, and probably a couple of trash cans maybe, and then yeah, I think that'll probably be okay, won't it? And let's go ahead and grab maybe a light. Is that one there? No, that is a giraffe feeding pole. That is not a light at all. Let's just go into the city park stuff. I know there's some here. And have this right next to there. I do want to go ahead and turn on our day-night cycle so we can see what the city is looking like during the night time. Okay. Kind of like that idea, and have a couple of those repeating along this side. I think that might be quite special. If we brought in a path here, would we be able to connect? Yes, we will. Okay, so let's do that as well and bring him all the way down. And then if we connect every third square, is that right? No, it's the next one along, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Let's go for that. Again, I'm just trying to get this area feeling nice before we do anything too major to it. You know, really when you're making these areas, you want them to be as detailed as possible. Just to try and make your city feel that extra bit special. That placement is wrong. Up to there. And up to there. Okay, so you can imagine if we'd have just left that unzoned and hadn't done anything to it, we would have just had this really random green space along the back of these buildings. And I'll go ahead off camera, or we'll probably put it in the time lapse towards the end of the episode actually, of kind of detailing each of these squares with various different props and making them look as efficient as possible. Okay, let's have a look at some more unique buildings. What else do we want in here? So we have a fountain of life and death. That very nearly fits in here. It does fit in here though. So we'll probably have a bit of that. How's that looking? Okay. What else do we have to play with? The Grand Mall. This thing is enormous, as you can tell. Now, do we want this in here? No, I think that deserves its own kind of focal point, so I'm not going to place that in. Lungs of the City, we'll definitely save that for kind of the central city park area. There is one thing actually that we haven't built yet. So under our education tab, we have museums. Now there are 3 of these: the Technology Museum, the Art Gallery, and the Science Centre. Each of these corresponds to the 3 universities. So Technology corresponds to Trade School, Art Gallery corresponds to Liberal Arts College, and the Science Centre corresponds to University Campus Area. When you hit level 5 in each of these respective university areas, you will unlock their associated museum. And obviously now that we've hit level 5 in the University of Technology, we now have the Technology Museum to play with, which is quite special, I think. And I think this is going to sit right alongside here. Although I think I'm going to upgrade this road here into Tram Road. Let's have this guy, boom, right there. So these things look really cool, and all the academic works that your university has produced will be displayed here, which is kind of meaningless because you can't actually see them, but it's cool. You know, obviously you can make all these different academic works and then they are displayed within the university, which I think, you know, it's a pretty cool thing for them to put in. I do appreciate them doing that, I think. Okay. I think maybe a plaza outside of here would be nice. So we are, looks like 2 blocks over from where we need to be. So let's go ahead and just expand this tram line a little bit down to there. And then we can, I actually want that to be tight. I think a lot of times you can, don't want road guidelines snapping on. Let's go ahead and delete that. And that should fit him in pretty much perfectly. Yeah, okay. And how are we looking here? Okay, this tram road needs to be turned around. There we go. And that should cycle back in a moment. The tram line will hook itself back in. There we go. Okay. So we've got a nice little focus now with the tram circling around the plaza. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. I think I want some zoning in over here. I think I'll keep this low commercial. Just come in here and then get rid of that. Have a little bit of low commercial on here. Let's go ahead and pay out the zone for this as well. Oh, so there we are, just about to turn to night time, which will be very exciting. Kind of get a nice little mini tour of the city right now. Entertainment centre is looking great. Also, I didn't do this. Bill and Ted suggested that we bring our path back down to Earth alongside the stadium, which I have not forgotten to do, I promise. Let's bring him down a step, and then I think we'll go a little bit freeform here, and you can curve in just like that. So thanks for your suggestion, man. I hope that is what you had in mind. And then obviously this path connects over here, and then they have a connection. So it's probably actually good to give another connection right here, so people on this road can get onto there as well. Need to sort this one out as well. Let's see, how far away is that? That's 2 blocks in between, isn't it? Okay, so we can probably get something. Sorry guys, just a little interlude. Okay, so with 2 blocks in between. Let's go ahead and bring him out a little bit more. There we go, and then I can start to bring him up a little bit further each time. And then we can just measure this coming back down to 86. And then we can just spiral him coming down. And then we can connect them up just like that. Okay, so a slight little rework of the stadium paths. Thank you for Bill and Ted for suggesting that. Got a nice little cross section into here now. Should see a lot of people moving in and around this. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, transport hub at night time. Very nice. Do like it all lit up. Let me know, do you guys want me to play with the day-night cycle permanently on? Because I'm more than happy to do that. I love watching a city at night time. It really just has a whole different feel to it. Let's kind of get nice little aerial shot of the nighttime Buguzia. You get to see all your interchanges, all the little kind of patterns that we made. It's yeah, I love looking at night time. Let me know if you guys want that in for permanently for this Let's Play. Let me know. We can do that, no problem. Okay, so we've got a little bit of low density commercial developing along here right now. I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look at some more uniques that we can maybe squeeze in here. I think that's probably it. We do have the academic library, however. Now, I would quite like to use this. We probably can actually get this in here. Let's place it there and see how it looks. No. That's such a big, important building. I want that to be a focal point of something else, probably near the City University when we get around to building that. So I'm not going to have that saying here. Do you have Science Centre? It's too big, isn't it? Okay. How about the Chirpex launch site? No, we're not going to put that in here either. Yeah, it's not really the right theme, is it? Semiconductor plant. The television station, actually. I do want to use this at some point. Maybe we can grab this in here. Let's make a little bit of... I'll tell you what we're going to do with this square here. Let's move this over here for right now. And then I want to go ahead and place in one of the regular park assets. Probably not that one, probably just this one, I think. And then let's go ahead and grab the television station. I'm going to have that right there. And then I'm going to kind of build a mini park area around with this. If it would connect properly, I would. There we go. Let's bring him right alongside the building. Connect up in various different locations. Let's bring this guy up and behind. Let's get some more zoning along here. Just about there. A little more low density around here. And let's just kind of see what comes of that. Let's go ahead and paint in the rest of these trees here. I'm pretty sure it's these ones, is it? Yeah. I think it's the same type of tree. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's kind of paint in all these trees along here. And so we're just expanding that park asset. And then I'm also going to go ahead, whilst we're in night time, and then grab some park lampposts that we can place on the corners. And you can just kind of light up the area around the television station. So I wanted this area to be kind of open. I didn't want it to be super urban. We're going to be kind of saving that real stacked, dense area for the financial district, which we're not too far away from starting to work on soon. We will be there before episode 30, I would imagine. Okay. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now, guys, is are we having not enough worker complaints? Let's have some residential in here. I don't want this to be too heavy residential. But we'll pop some in where people are complaining of not enough workers. Maybe a couple of corner shops along here, perhaps. Okay, I want to jump ahead off camera, guys, and detail all this up into a time lapse, which isn't really off camera. And then we'll pop back for the outro pan, and we'll see what we end up with. Okay guys, that is going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Again, sorry this was a pretty short one. As I mentioned last episode in the comments, I'm really busy with work this week. So this will probably be the only episode until probably Wednesday now. Just crazy busy with work, but wanted to get something out for you guys. I feel like this is a nice start to this area. It certainly isn't finished. We've got about half of it done. Let me know what you guys want in the big empty space to the right of the screen right now, where it's all dark. Do you want a park in there, or do you want zoning? What do you think would work nicely in there? I'm keen to hear your guys' thoughts on that. I'm happy with the way that kind of approach the shopping mall works. I think it's turned out relatively nicely, and I really like the way that the television station sits within its own little park region, surrounded by some nice commercial buildings that are starting to develop, and a little bit of residential just behind that in the distance there. Thanks for watching. I'm going to stop talking and start editing this video, you guys, for you. If you enjoyed the video, a like below is very much appreciated. If not, please feel free to leave a dislike as well. I'll leave you with the outro laps. Thank you for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.